How Emoni Bates killed his career in 3 steps. Because this is crazy, right? All right, so we were just watching Scoot and Victor, right? This dude has been considered the #1 prospect for like, well, at least he was throughout most of his high school. Or at least he was a top 3 prospect. You know what I'm saying? And just like a week or two or a week and a half ago, all of a sudden it's announced he's arrested for something like possession of guns, or I don't know. It was crazy. And then even prior to that, when he got to college, he had reclassified to go to college earlier, and then he got to college, and obviously you're not expected to be as good, especially since you reclassified, you want to get there, blah blah. But they said he had like the worst, like, what is that, like the standing, like the jumps and all the combine type of stuff. He was garbage in college. So yeah, let's see how.
In 2019,
I feel like those are two
Sports
things
Illustrated
that
claimed Emoni Bates
because it
was,
says how his
quote,
career got
likely
killed in
to
3
be a
steps.
straight to the NBA #1 pick and future of the NBA. In 2021, ESPN ranked Emoni Bates as the 3rd best high school prospect in the nation. A consensus 5-star recruit who received a scholarship offer from Michigan State back when he was in 8th grade.
Isn't Jaden Hardy on the? I just saw him today. Bro, butter on a biscuit, bro. You already gifted 50. Thank you for the 6. My God, you were insane. Was that like to take #1 or something? Why he gift 6 exactly? Yeah, he's on the Mavs, right? I saw. Yeah. But I mean, at least he made the league. I don't know if I'm on.
Everyone knew that.
Bro, we've been seeing. Here's the only. The only red flag I ever saw from Emoni. But he was a kid though. But he was like trying to be like, whoa. They was like, oh, you the next Kevin Durant, blah blah. He's like, nah. He's like, I like KD, but I rock with Paul George though. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, but he made it like emphasis. Like, yo, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably do the same thing. Like I'd probably do something extra like that too, to say a different answer.
This guy was going to be a future basketball
star. Bro, you play like KD.
Sports Illustrated also called him a 6'9" Steph Curry.
Like
Scouts compared him to the likes of Kevin Durant, saying he was a, quote, the same level shooter but much better ball handler than Durant at that age.
Saying stuff like this is setting a man up for failure. He's as good of a shooter as KD, but a better ball. Well, at that age, of course, but a 6'9" Steph Curry is crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
His entire life seemed like one big success story. From a young age, his father, a former professional basketball player, trained him. He played in the AAU circuit. As a 7th grader, he was ranked as the #1 prospect in the class of 2022.
Yeah, that's when I remember watching
before
videos
he
about
reclassified
him, like 5,
to the class
6,
of
7 years ago.
2021. Gatorade Player of the Year, on the cover of Sports Illustrated, some analysts even believed he was the best prospect since LeBron James. The hype was real. The dude had everything going for him. Then
he just has a good enough bag.
Apart.
Even like Jason Tatum, like he
series
just has
of
a
events
really,
led to
really
Emoni Bates
bag.
going from one of the top prospects in the world to complete irrelevance. What happened? What went wrong? How's it going, folks? My name's Andy, and let's get started.
That was all an intro? You better not have like
Bates
an intro.
reclassified from being in the class of 2022 to the class of 2021 in order to reach the NBA faster. But since the NBA draft rule states you must be 1 year removed from high school and turn 19 in that calendar year in order to enter the draft, it was a pretty bad miscalculation. Since Bates' birthday is in January, a very late birthday actually, he wouldn't be 19 until January of 2020.
Scotty Barnes, one-time fluke. Yeah, thank you again, Warm Butter. Is Scotty Barnes a one-time fluke, or you think he's a real deal and gonna make some? I don't know about major awards yet. Like that's the thing I'm not convinced on, but I'm not opposed to it. I definitely don't think he's a one-time fluke. I think he's a real deal in terms of like a real deal, really good NBA player, but he's still, just like most people would have to prove if he's further than that in terms of like major awards, it means major awards. You know what I'm saying? So like as of right now, I would guess to play it safe, I'd probably say like ceiling, not ceiling, but like expectation, like a second, third teamer at some point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone just said if he'll be perennial first team, not really sure. But like a second, third teamer.
3.
Yeah. And yo, being born in 04 is crazy. He has the same birthday as J. Cole and he failed.
That means he needs to play 2 years of college basketball at the very least, or 1 year of college and then 1 year of G League or overseas or something. Though I think they're changing this soon. The NBA might be lowering the draft age to 18 in a few years. Either way, Bates became caught in this strange situation because he essentially skipped his senior year of high school.
Here's the thing though, right? I can't dwell too much on like people being this young, like, and going like to the league. Well, not even going to the league. Like, I'm used to it now. I think I just saw that. I think Jalen Duren is born in either 03 or 04, which is nuts. But you know, like I saw this tweet yesterday, and it was like, yo, you talking about, oh, I'm a 90s baby. No, you are 30. you are a 30-year-old man. You are not a 90s baby. You are old. But I mean, you might not be, whatever. You're old. You're old. You're still not used to NBA prospects being younger than you. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the concept of prospects being younger than me has kind of lessened. I still like love the young prospects. Like, I still like rock with them, root for them, all that stuff. But like, like, I feel like I gotta move on to like another avenue. like I can't like be, I don't know. I think Zion's still older than me. So, and Zion's the last like young prospect I really fanned out on. By the way, he is cooking. He was cooking yesterday. 28 is crazy, bro. All right, look. October 15th, I turned 21. If you don't tell me happy birthday, you fake.
It was getting weird before that too.
And no, I won't be drinking
in his freshman and sophomore seasons at Lincoln High School, the kid was dominating. As a freshman, he led Lincoln High to the state championship.
Hey, Jaden, are you the dude who what's it called? Who joined the league and then changed your team name and went to release if that was you, if it wasn't you, don't take this message. If that was you, because I can't remember if it was you, but I feel like it was you. You're an odd bloke. You're an odd bloke, all right? But I rock with you still because I see you here all the time, but that was an odd bloke move. You changed the name of your team. That was glitching the league last year. You said, hey, let me glitch the league.
As
You're an odd bloke.
He was
and
your
trades were garbage.
His path to success was already laid out.
Oh, to the dude who it was,
go with
you
the
know
flow,
who you are.
But he didn't. That's step one in how to ruin your NBA career before it even started. Too much parental involvement. Before his junior season started, Bates transferred to Ypsi Prep Academy, a brand new prep school created in Ypsilanti by his own father. As much as I love seeing father-son relationships, you can't be risking your child's future by doing this. Don't create a brand new school and make your son transfer over just to give it a kickstart. Not only did Bates leave a great situation at Lincoln High, where him and his team were absolutely demolishing the competition,
I zoned out reading the chat,
transfer to
but his dad created a school? How do you just do that?
New, unproven program with questionable players and coaches.
Is he
it was
Kanye?
Like throwing a giant boulder onto a cleanly paved highway.
Yo, chill out, bro. 14 gifted subs? Holy hell. Thank you, bro. Bro, that's 14 after he gifted 50, after he gifted 6. What is that? That's 70. Today. I've been live for 29 minutes. Chill out. Well, LeVar was different, though. I don't know who Emoni Bates' dad is. Yo, you're crazy, bro. Thank you, bro. Oh, my God. Yo, bro, another 5? Yo, no, that's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, ain't this what we waiting for? What? Stop it! He said, get back?
Miho pulls up three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good.
Nah, that was right on cue, too. Another 10? Oh, my God. You guys are sick. Yo, you guys are sick. Another one?
Smooth ride.
Nah, this is crazy. Thank you, bro.
To go with the flow, but instead,
rewind that part about the school. All right, bet. Okay, the steps.
Before his junior season started, Bates transferred to Ypsi Prep
I want to get outbid like
a brand new prep school created in Ypsilanti by his own father. As much as I love seeing father-son relationships, you can't be risking your child's future by doing this. Don't create a brand new school and make your son transfer over just to give it a kickstart. Not only did Bates leave a great situation at Lincoln High, where him and his team were absolutely demolishing the competition, but to transfer to a new, unproven, brand new school and make your son transfer over just as much as I love seeing a brand new prep school started, Bates Before his junior season started, Bates transferred to Ypsi Prep Academy.
Yo, bro, I'll be seeing the YouTube comment section for wait 1 second.
A brand new prep school created in Ypsilanti by his own father.
Good for him, but good for his dad at least. Good job trying to do some stupid though, because you took your son off the team that was good for him. He should disown his father. We're gonna see if his father did something else in a second. But bro, I be seeing the YouTube comments. First of all, there is some crazy losers, bro. One dude, oh man, ooh, I just, if you saw the Clique Exist comments, I responded to bro, and I just said, I'm so honored to piss you off today, because it was like some crazy, like off the wall stuff. Like I didn't really do anything too crazy, and he went off on me, and then he was going off on the people in the comments, and I was like, yo, bro, you gotta get a job. This is crazy. This is insane. Like this is insane. He was back in. It was crazy, but no, I be seeing comments talking about, oh yeah, you be focused on the chat, or you don't focus on the video or whatever. And yeah, that's who I am.
As much as I love seeing father-son relationships, you can't be risking your child's future by doing this. Don't create a brand new school and make your son transfer over just to give it a kickstart.
I saw a comment, like the bro was like, it was my last or my second to last video or something like that, where I was reacting to a dude who was making his Western Conference predictions, and I was calling his predictions garbage. And for the most part, all my points are valid. He had went at one of my points, but like, oh, nah, he wasn't talking about this. He was talking about, he's like, hey, you're stupid. And this guy, he used to work with NBA teams. And I'm like, keyword, first of all, keyword, used. All right, that's not even at the dude. That's at you. You're the one backing him up. Used. All right, he ain't, I wonder why. All right, with these stupid takes, and he's saying used. All right, he ain't work with him no more. Secondly, what's it called? He's like, you some washed up 2K or not washed up. He didn't say washed up. I think that's out of his realms. I think he stood respectfully, because that's not true. But he's like, you a 2K YouTube. He's like, that's why I get my advice from this guy. I'm like, all right, bro, then why are you on my channel? Like that. So yeah, go ahead, be mad in the comments. Yada 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 yada.
Not only did Bates leave a great situation at Lincoln High, where him and his team were absolutely demolishing the competition, but to transfer to a new, unproven program.
Pepsi Bear, you what?
With questionable players and coaches, it was like throwing a giant boulder onto a cleanly paved highway. He had a smooth ride to the finish, he just needed to go with the flow, but instead, a massive obstacle was now in his way, and it was basically self-inflicted. Individually, Bates still flourished in his junior season at Ypsilanti, but he fell off the radar a little bit. Then, like I mentioned earlier, he decided to skip his senior season and reclassify. An article described it like this: it's a common move for big-time high school prospects. RJ Barrett, Marvin Bagley, and Andrew Wiggins did it too. But Bates is in a particularly unique situation because he's too young to enter the 2022 NBA draft. He could be set to spend 2 years at the college level. That's exactly what happened, as he
gifting the Clique gonna make me get a job again? You don't have a job and you're gifting that many subs? Wait, hold on. that's but wait, hold on. Wait. But this dude, what? You're going in the savings account? There's no checking account. There's just ooh. What? Oh my God! He
was too young to enter the 22 draft.
Jesus Christ.
That brings us to step 2 on how to ruin your NBA chances. Fumble away your college career. In high school,
but that is a very key point though, that he skipped his senior season, but he couldn't go to the draft. He couldn't even, like that dude Jaden Hardy was in the class with him, and now he's in the NBA even though he went second round. He could have done that potentially. If he would enter the draft this year, he probably would have got drafted. Like, even though he was garbage, he was so good in his high school career that he probably would have got a shot, at least in the, I don't know, something. I don't know, but then
in middle school, actually, Bates was offered a scholarship to attend Michigan State, a fantastic D1 school, and he committed to go there until he changed his mind. It was kind of funny because most other colleges thought Bates would for sure go to Michigan State. Since he was a young kid, him and his family developed a tight relationship with Coach Tom Izzo, and it seemed like there was no way he'd go anywhere else.
Oh yeah, he transferred.
Most colleges also thought he was going to skip college ball entirely and either take a break before entering the NBA draft or going the G League route. It got to the point where colleges just didn't even bother trying to recruit him. Elgin Bates, Emoni's father, was asked about this, and he responded, "I believe the deterrent for most of the colleges is they probably feel he won't ever step foot on a college campus. I think it's a wrongful assumption, especially for a kid who works as hard as he works and for a kid who's proven that he's worthy of getting scholarship offers. Eventually, a couple more offers started pouring in, and ultimately, he committed to play for Memphis. Admittedly, it was not the best fit, but his family was close to head coach Penny Hardaway, and Bates wanted to play alongside Jalen Duren, one of his closest friends and fellow top prospects.
I think it's how it's pronounced, actually.
The Spartans' 2021-22 season was very volatile, and Bates proved to be an extremely inconsistent player. Some of his performances were horrendous, going 2 for 10 or 1 for 10. It brought his actual skills into question, and his draft stock rapidly fell off a cliff. In March, he sat out the rest of the season, including the tournament, due to a lower back injury.
Snatched, Monster style.
Bates finished his freshman year at Memphis with averages of 9.7 points and 3.3 rebounds a game on very poor efficiency.
He shot
in the games he did
Anthony
appear
numbers.
in, major
It's
concerns
nasty.
of his game started to surface. His explosiveness, his first step, and athleticism were not as great as we once thought.
Did it not read that out? Oh, okay. Everyone asking to sub for me got me feeling like post-game interview Westbrook.
His shooting was way worse than we anticipated. He struggled against basically every single team with a competent defense, and his strengths looked like his weaknesses. At this point, he was no longer on the radar, no longer considered a top-tier pick, and not even a first-round pick
His
at all.
jumper's also weird.
Memphis waited for clearance so he can play,
Jason
but it
Tatum's
never
jumper's
came,
weird, but
ending
it worked.
his one and only season there. Sadly, it only gets worse from here. Bates made the shocking round pick at all. Memphis waited for clearance so he can play, but it never came, ending his one and only season. At this point, he was no longer on the radar. It was way worse than we anticipated. At this point, he was no longer on the radar, no longer considered a top-tier pick, and not even a first-round pick at all. Memphis waited for clearance so he can play, but it never came, ending his one and only season there.
Wait, what clearance? What clearance did he need? I don't know what that means.
Sadly,
I don't even think he said that. I was
worse
listening. I was locked in.
Bates made the shocking decision of transferring to Eastern Michigan for his sophomore season.
Oh, he was hurt? Okay.
Their basketball team last appeared in the NCAA tournament in 1998, but he chose to go here to be closer to home. Fast forward a few months later, and this brings us to step 3 on how to ruin your career. Get arrested. On September 18th, Bates was driving late on a Sunday night and got pulled over for not stopping at an intersection. The cops searched his car and found a gun. After a court examination, Bates was charged with carrying a concealed weapon and altering the ID marks on the gun. Both of these are considered as felonies.
Oh my God.
Prior to this, even though Bates' draft stock severely dropped and his game was put into question, he never had any issues with his personality or his off-court demeanor. This changed that perception, and it might be the last nail in the coffin. In a few short years, Emoni Bates went from being forecasted as the superstar of the future, being compared to the likes of LeBron, KD, and Steph Curry when he was 15 years old, to now being very unlikely to even make the NBA. It was unreal how much faith everyone had in him to succeed, and his life was set up perfectly for that. A few bad decisions killed his momentum, along with not performing up to his expectations in college. He probably won't even be drafted at this point unless he averages like 30 points a game and somehow leads Eastern Michigan to the Final Four or something. After the arrest and all the underachieving since his last year of high school, there aren't any more redeeming qualities left to salvage his career. But hey, you never know. There's a reason everyone predicted that he would be so good. The talent and skills we used to witness might still be inside him, somewhere, and maybe with the right situation.
To be fair, he was very tall. He was just also very tall when he was in the 6th grade. Like that I'm not saying he wasn't good, because there's also a lot of tall kids that are garbage, but he was like he was talented, but also much taller than everybody. And I guess once he got to college, and they said, yo, everybody here is average height's actually like your height. But no, but that's actually so sad hearing the details of what actually got him cooked. It's actually sad because that's just like so avoidable.
He could bounce back, or maybe not. Anyway, that's all folks. Let me know your thoughts on Emoni Bates. Do you ever see him having a prominent NBA career? Do you even see him making the NBA or getting drafted?
How many rebuilds did I make drafting Emoni? You know, it's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I feel like usually I'm thinking about the most current draft class. So usually I'll come in like the future. But yeah, he was always top. Like he's been top, bro. If you downloaded a draft class on 2K since like 2K15, he's been in there. Like if you were to go that far, if someone's to go that far, like literally the earliest Emoni Bates. I think the video is just about over. The early Emoni Bates. Let's go middle school because like that's when he first like started going crazy, bro. 6 years ago. This is what I saw. 6 years ago. Emoni Bates. 6'5", sixth grader. 2016. This is like, bro, this is right after the, you know what's crazy though? It doesn't feel like, at the same time, this feels like it was a long time ago, but it doesn't feel like it's been this long since the Warriors came back from that ring. But then you think about something else. Like it's also been this long since RDC was making all them skits about give me your ring and all that stuff. So like, I don't know, sometimes some things feel like they're way longer ago and some things at the same exact time feel like they're way shorter ago. And yeah, I unless I'm tweaking, I don't really know like of a six like this. He was like universally known for the most part back in this point. Like there isn't many middle schoolers that are as universally known as Emoni Bates was. So it just sucks. I can't even say like, I mean, I wish him the best as a person, but like it's probably cooked. Like his actual NBA chances are probably
in
cooked.
2019, Sports Illustrated.
That's so tough. Never in the history. I don't know about never in the history. Maybe. I can't think of. Who else? What are the middle schoolers? Middle schooler prospect basketball. Was there really never another sixth grader? Okay, not like 2016. Josh Langford. Oh, Paulo, look at Paulo. 21K views. Wow. Look at this. This kid is in the NBA now, bro. Look at this man. This is crazy. This has 21K views. Who was more hyped, Emoni or MKG? For sure. I wasn't, to be fair, for me to follow that timeline as when MKG was to get drafted, I would have to have been watching middle school basketball in like 07, and YouTube wasn't even relevant back in 07, or at least it was like just getting off the ground. Whereas, and because MKG got drafted in 2012, and AD was probably, or actually AD kind of got it later. Yo, Paulo still has that same move in his bag now. Paulo's a funny dude. Paulo just looks composed since the start. The post up in the sixth grade is hilarious. Yo, Paulo plays the exact same. He had the left already. Now that's one thing. I always had the left, like, or at least since like sixth, yeah, like this age, like sixth grade. Wait, why does it say 2021 MVP? Oh, is it because of the class? Yeah. Because I'm like, wait, what? 2016. He's literally the only one that has potential to make the league. This guy gets big and controls the paint excellent for an 8th grader. And now he's projected #1. He's 6'8" with 2 offers. I don't know how this got to Paulo, but this was kind of cool. 6'5" at 11. Oh, Koa Pete I've seen a lot in recent years, but yeah. I hope this doesn't happen to another player anytime soon. Drake Booker, that is a crazy name. Drake Booker. There's a lot of guys like Scal Labissiere used to be him. Like he was like a top 3. Like when you would do the Wiggins draft, I think, or Ben Simmons draft, one of those. Like back when I played 2K17, Scal Labissiere was top 3. We got to see you hoop one day, bro. There is film. How many times I got to say it? Clique Productions. IRL. I can show you my most recent film after this if you want me to do that. But yeah, there is film. It's right here, bro. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. I actually missed this. And then I thought it went in. Hold on. This is probably the nicest stretch down here. Watch this. Queen. I was just watching the other day because I was showing them my dogs. Queen. Bucket. Hold on. Step back. Pull up. Not really step back. Set the feet. Another bucket. hold the follow through. Yeah, you know, I'll be out in these hoop things. If Scout was big in you, they're like an old head. Yeah, bro, I'm 21. I'm pushing 30. I am old.